Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Red Jacket Daily. If you are new here, I go by the name of Tiara. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. As you guys can see from the video title, this is yet not another makeup tutorial. I have a ton of new products that I want to try and demo and review for you guys. So if you're interested in how I achieve this beautiful beat look, go ahead and stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoy my video. I am going to start with my Farsali Skintune blur. This is a perfecting primer serum. I am going to just put a little bit of this in my T-zone. Just get nice and moisturized in the places that I would say my makeup kind of looks a little cakey sometimes. So hopefully this blurring serum kind of just takes away from the cakiness. Next, I am going to use the new Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer. I got a sample while I was at Sephora. This primer does leave your skin feeling tacky, but not like sticky, but it makes it feel like once you add the foundation to your skin, the foundation is actually going to stick. The Hydrating Primer is a lightweight hydrating makeup primer for normal to dry skin that neutralizes your skin, keeps your skin comfortable all day, and extends foundation wear. Some of the ingredients are grapeseed oil and sodium hyalurate. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Next, I am going to get into the new Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation. Fenty has came and saved the day for us dry girls, and I am so excited to use this foundation. This time I got the shade 420. You guys remember from my last video how the 430 kind of looks kind of yellowish on my skin tone. The undertones in the 430 and the 420 are different. 430 is more of a golden, 420 is kind of a neutralized golden. So I got the matte finish one just to show you guys, like, far as in comparison. They're about, let's probably turn it this way, they're about the same in length. Since the hydrating foundation comes in a tube bottle, it does look like it's taller than the matte finishing foundation, and it is a tad bit. Let's look to see as far as the fluid ounces. They're both the same fluid ounces. You get 32 mLs, which is exactly 1.08 fluid ounces. So they're basically the same. This one comes in a glass bottle, this one is in a tube, but as far as like volume and stuff, it's the same exact amount of product in both bottles. It's just a different bottle that is in. So let's go ahead and get into this foundation. The tops are exactly the same. Let me just show you guys, just for reference, the tops are exactly the same. I'm so excited. Okay, I don't want to squeeze it. All right, I put about, what was that, three pumps. Let's get my foundation brush and just go ahead and just dab a little bit of this in. Not a bad match. When I went to Sephora, I matched myself this time. I only put one layer on so far. One layer for me, this is not really enough coverage. So let's look to see the claims for the foundation. The Hydrating Foundation is a hydrating longwear foundation that delivers comfortable medium to full coverage in a natural finish, perfect for normal to dry skin. The coverage is medium, the finish is natural, the formula is liquid. The highlighted ingredient is grapeseed oil. So I will say, since it is like a medium coverage, I do see, like now that it's drying down, I do see the medium coverage that it's claiming. But since I am a full coverage girl and I have, you know, a little bit of blemishes and stuff that I would like to cover up, I'm going to put a little bit more on. And since it is buildable, let's see how buildable it is. I will say, since it is in a tube, I feel like I'm squeezing it, in my opinion, like squeezing the bottles, like when I'm pumping the foundation out. I wouldn't say that's like a deal breaker, but if you use this every day, you might go through product fast versus like the glass bottle. Now that I put more on, I will say the finish is beautiful. I don't feel greasy. I don't look greasy. I look hydrated. My skin looks nice. It looks very natural for the most part. This is a really good foundation. Now that it's drying down and starting to show what it really does, I like the way it looks. I am going to get into these brows, okay? I am using the new Fenty Beauty brow pencil. This is what it looks like. This is how the packaging looks. This is the Fenty Beauty Brow MVP. I got the shade Black Brown. I will say that I was just probably talking last year about how I wanted Fenty to come out with a brow pencil. I feel like my best friend Riri heard me, and she gave the girls exactly what we've been asking for. This is the new Fenty Beauty Brow MVP. This is, if I can get the top off, what the brush head looks like, if I can get it to focus. Hopefully it's in focus. So I'm gonna go ahead and just brush these brows up. I definitely like this brush on this brow pencil. It's very soft. It's a lot softer than the spoolie. I will say I was a little nervous about the Fenty Beauty brow shades, only because like the shade names kind of threw me off a little bit. And I was like, ooh, black brown. What if black brown is like ashy, like a lot of black browns are? From what I'm seeing putting this on, the black brown is not ashy at all. I'm usually like a dark brown or espresso depending on the brand of eyebrow pencil. So what I did was I kind of went to the store in Sephora. I took the last 3 colors. I'll tell you what the last 3 colors in the brow pencil are: black brown, soft black, and deep black. So I tried the black brown, soft black, and deep black. So I would say the beginning of the 400s to about 420 to 430, I would definitely recommend the soft brown. The farther you get into like the 400 range, I would say you're probably in the soft black or deep black category. So this is what this brow looks like without any concealer. Before I actually like kind of clean it up, it doesn't look ashy. It looks very natural. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish my brows off camera because it does take me a little while to do my brows. And I'll come back on camera once my brows are done and we can finish out this look. All right, so I finished my brows off camera and I absolutely love this new Fenty Beauty Brow MVP brow pencil. I definitely say it kind of puts me in the minds of the Anastasia brow wiz as far as like the finish for me. I definitely love the eyebrow pencil. It's something that I would be using in my everyday routine. So now that I have you guys zoomed in, I am going to start on my eyeshadow. Today I am using the new Jackie Aina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is what the palette looks like. Look how beautiful that palette is. Love that it just changes different colors as you move the palette. Go ahead and open her up so you guys can see what we're dealing with today. Here are the shadows of this beautiful palette. Look at this palette, guys. Look how beautiful the color story is. Miss Jackie Aina definitely did that with this palette. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette is 45 Zolas. If you are near a Sephora store, or you can order it online. So let's go ahead and get into this beautiful palette. I don't even know like what color story I want to do, but I think I'm going to go ahead and kind of get over here in like these section right here. That's kind of how I'm feeling. I'm going to start with Credit. This is Credit right here. I'm going to stamp Credit in my crease. Oh wow, oh my god. That's what I'm talking about. And I don't really gotta go back and tap the palette. Like, I'm doing it just off of like impulse because that's kind of what I'm used to doing with other eyeshadow palettes. But with this palette, you don't have to keep dipping into the palette and going back on your eyes and going back and forth with that. You get enough product. Definitely you get enough product. Okay, Credit, I see you, girl. Next, I am going to get into the color. I'm going to get into Ginger right here. I'm going to put Ginger a little bit on top of Credit, just a little bit. I don't really know what I'm going with this eyeshadow look, but we're going to just go ahead and freestyle today. Oh, Ginger is pretty cute too. Ginger is like, she's giving me a different color too. Like, she looks orange, but as I stamp her on, she looks like like a reddish, if that makes sense. Ginger looks a little red. I keep looking at Big Wig because it's this really like beautiful purple. I think I might just use a little bit of Big Wig.
Now that I think about it, I got time for it.
I'm going to use a tad bit of Big Wig, and I'm going to stamp her on the outer edge, just tad. I like how Jackie has like equal amount of shimmers, and she also has an equal amount of matte colors as well, and they're not ashy. Like her matte colors are to die for, honey. It's actually a nice little eye so far. All right, so I'm going to get into, oh, Wigglies, girl. I might have to get into you too. I'm going to get into some edges. Edges is right here where my finger is at. I'm going to put edges right in the inner of my eye. I'm going to sweep her up. Ooh, edges, girl.
I am shooketh.
Edges, girl. You definitely took mine. What I will say though, these color stories mix well with each other. Like, you ever had an eyeshadow palette where you were scared to use certain colors because you didn't know if they would play well with other colors on the palette? This palette isn't that palette. Next, I am going to get into pinker. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get into pinker. Let's use pinker. I'm gonna go ahead and just brush pinker. Ooh, pinkered. She looks like a shimmer pink here, but she goes on like a darker pink. I am going to get into Wigglies. Wigglies deserves, she deserves to be put on my eyelid. So I wanted to do like a matte look, but this kind of reminds me of my last look that I did. So I'm going to go ahead into Wigglies, and I am going to place Wigglies here. Oh wow, Wigglies, honey, you are fierce. I'm gonna go back into credit. I'm gonna just stamp her right here. I'm not even hyping up this palette. Like, the hype it deserves. My best friend did that. Do y'all see this eye? Like, do y'all see that?
God is good, okay? He's good, okay? Good, okay? Good. He's good. Hey.
My interquartal glizzy. I am going to use, should I use Zolas or Zam? I'm going to use Zolas for my inner corner. Oh my goodness, my best friend. She did what has to be done. She came, she saw, and she conquered. She knew that the brown skin girls were struggling with ashy palettes that did not blend, palettes that did not work, palettes that clocked out early, and she came and gave us a palette that clock in on time. Actually, she clocks in 3 hours early and stays 3 hours after her shift, okay? All right, guys, I went ahead and finished my look off camera. This is the final look, okay? Okay, what do you think? I am wearing the Kiss Lash Couture Naked Drama Collection lashes. This is in the style Tulle. I am also wearing the CoverGirl Melting Pot Matte Metallic lipstick. I lined my lips with the CoverGirl Exhibitionist lip liner in the shade Plum Partner. I also put on my Fenty Beauty Mocha Mommy Sunstalker bronzer. And I also put on a little bit of highlighter. This is in the shade Ginger Snap from Artisan Color Big Bronzer. I loved the way this look came together. Final thoughts on all the products that I used today. Number one, I love the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation. It did everything I expected it to do. I love the way that it looks on my skin. The Jackie Aina Anastasia palette. I love this palette, guys. I love how she has a beautiful color story. All the colors marry well together. It's just one of those palettes that you can just wear one shadow and still look glam, or wear 5 shadows and still look glam. All the shadows marry well perfectly together. I really enjoyed every product that I tried with you guys today. If you're interested in more videos like this one, give this video a big thumbs up. If you love this look, also make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for tuning in.